Hi, I'm Carla Katz, and I am reading for the part of Karen in Tell Me What I Want. This is. I never thought I would have to stand in front of all of you and have to, but this is. You know, I look out there at all of you and I see myself. Outside this room, we're many things. We're sisters and brothers, accountants, grocers, nail artists. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Alice. Love the color. Don't you love the color? But in this room, we are the same. In this room, we are parents of impossible little angels. And when I look at you right now, I see. Do you know what I see? Failure. We have failed our kids. Their state of innocence has been chipped away like a whatever that thing is, just chipped away. And not all of your kids have reached the 7th grade yet, and so for it is your children that I now make my plea. I mean, it's already too late for my Samara. Last week, and I know I've told this story many times, and I've hopped on the phone with many of you, and I spoke to the press. I'm sure some of you have seen Monday's Herald. I brought copies. Last week I found out that I failed my child. And as much as it pains me, my job as a parent requires me to keep telling this story until something is done. Last week I come home from the office, and I work a very demanding job, and even though I make sure that I reserve my evening hours to spend with Samara, my beautiful 11-year-old girl. Anyway, last week I come home from the office and I don't see Samara in the living room. She usually comes home and it's boom, straight to the iPad, and you know how that is. Technology is a virus, and by the way, that's a whole other meeting, one which I would be very happy to schedule. But last week I come home and I don't see Samara in the living room. So I go up to her bedroom and I find the door is closed. And so I open the door, and no, I do not knock first. And I know that's raised some eyebrows, but in our house we have a strict children have no policy, privacy policy. And I refuse to knock on my child's door until they turn 13. I mean, basically, they're still a part of my body. I mean, I have smelled every weird. Anyway, before she turns 13, what could she possibly have to hide? Well. I've told this story a lot over the past week, and I still can't seem to. Well, anyway, there's Samara, my baby, and she's she's in her bed with the little mermaid sheets, for God's sakes, and her eyes are closed, and her mouth is like a little open, and she's got her. God, this is so difficult. She's got her hand down there, and she's touching. And so I nearly fall over and I scream, Samara, what in the world are you doing? And do you know what she says? Do you know what she says? Homework. her homework. That person who we have entrusted with an education of our most prized possessions, that so-called teacher, that woman told our children to go home and masturbate. I will not stand for this. I am your PTA leader. You chose me. And so I say again, we will not stand for this. This so-called teacher, she must go. She's gone. She's done. And I don't like foul language. You know that. You know that about me. But this is a fucking shit show.